All righty. What is going on, fellas? Everyone in the chat submitted their guesses as opposed to, or as,
Also,
guesses. What's happening? Is Danny asleep still? Is he late? Is he lying about being asleep?
We were talking in the back first. Second of all, Dylan, you're acting like I'm the only one that had McCarthy as a mid quarterback too in Dynasty coming into the year, as if that wasn't literally what his market consensus was.
19 seconds it took to rage bait Danny.
He might be doing it to rage bait me, but at the same time, you're acting like I had him like 10 spots higher than consensus. Like I was literally in line with consensus. I don't like quarterback 16 or 17 in Dynasty. Obviously, that hasn't aged out. But if it did age out, we'd be talking about probably a top 5 to 8 Dynasty quarterback. Look at the other second year guys. Like, what are we talking
also
about?
Sebastian Spicy's here strictly for building out our pick'em entry. And we're actually because we only have one site question, Joby too, if you're in here, we'll answer that for you right off the top. And then we're gonna build out a pick'em entry. There's not much to talk about. Like, I mean, this is a Patriots Giants game. If you guys have any questions, of course, we'll answer them over on the site. But we're actually going to do a way too early wildcard draft, playoff best ball, just because, just to kill some time before the game starts. So let me just swap over quick times to Joby's question. Let's just get this answered and out of the way for him. He has a trade offer here where he would receive Lamar Jackson for Ladd McConkey in the Dynasty 2 quarterback league. Okay, This is a very fast question for you, Joby.
Okay, pretend like he meant to say 1 quarterback league. Well, what would you take there?
If he meant a 1 quarterback league, I'd still probably take Lamar Jackson.
So there's your answer. If it is indeed a super flex, oh gosh.
Is that really what Lamar Jackson's going for on the open market right now? Okay, that was the easiest and quickest answered question of all time. I will drop the link in the chat to ask any questions on the site if you guys do want to ask them. But we'll, these streams, as you guys know, the Monday ones are a little bit more calm, a little bit more chill. We get to interact with the chat a little bit more. But yeah, we're going to build out a pick'em entry here. Danny, I'll give you the floor and one rule. No Trevion Henderson overs.
Don't kill me. By the way, I mean, I'll give you guys your credit. Ohio State's a tough team right now, and Michigan was too inexperienced in that game. I mean, you go in the second half, you have a potential game that you can compete in, and then you just are unable to muster anything on offense. Like, in all seriousness, 2026 is Sharon's last year, unless we make the playoff and go far in it, or we beat Ohio State. Like, I'm done.
Great pick, Danny. Great pick.
All right. In terms of picks for the stream, I mean, like Henderson's given the matchup and stuff. Okay.
No, you're not allowed.
Fine. Let's go down. Let's go to Tyrone Tracy. What are his projections listed at? Because although you passed him, although it is a tough matchup, the last 2 weeks his workload's been extremely strong. And if we can take a look, I would avoid the rushing.
I don't mind the rushing. Like Milton, since Milton's been out of the lineup for New England, they've actually been dead last in success rate allowed to opposing running backs. But I just told you not to take any Trevion hires. I can't take any Tyrone Tracy hires because I need him in my home league.
We could do the inverse for each other. I'm kidding.
No. I personally will not take any Tyrone hires because I want him to do well tonight so that I can secure myself my playoff spot in my home league.
I will go with I'll go with the 19.5 receiving yards.
All right.
I like the game script, 7.5 point underdogs on the road tonight. 46.5 over under was kind of higher than I thought it would be too. So we could see some sneaky Giants points. On top of that, we do get the confirmation from Giants reporters. I forget exactly who was cleared by, but basically it's expected that Dart's not gonna scramble as much with the concussion.
It's kind of a weird thing for them to put it. I don't really buy that, to be honest.
It was just a report. And I mean, we're talking about 19.5 receiving yards for the running back, so it could be a factor.
Yeah, no, I just mean because I actually was thinking of potentially taking his higher on his rushing yards, darts. So that's why I'm like, it's kind of wild that they would come out with that right before the game. Anyways, I'll probably still steer clear of Dart if the concussion is going to limit him in any way.
Let me see if I can find the report. I know I got a notification on my phone.
So they said the same thing about Daniel Jones, and he didn't run the ball.
Yeah. I kind of one thing that sticks out to me as a pretty easy one in half PPR. If you scroll down to Wandale, I think that 11.45 fantasy points lower seems like a pretty easy one to hit because Wandale's not really a touchdown scorer. And for a guy who's like a shorter average depth of target dude, I know he hasn't been that much like that this year. I think him going lower 11.15 fantasy points or whatever it was, 4 or 5 fantasy points seems like a pretty easy one to take. Like if he doesn't score, it's pretty hard for him to hit this total for me.
Yeah, no, I like that call.
His projection set at 10.1 on other places too.
And do we want to do a 4-part flex, or what do we want to do here? 2 picks.
We could do a 4-part flex because we can then we each get 2 picks.
We need a Patriot at least in one of them. Yeah,
we do need a Patriot because we have 2 Giants. So
I'm going to avoid Hunter Henry because I play against him tonight. I like Theo Johnson. What's his numbers listed at? Because his issue's been really nice. You like the receptions or the receiving yards better here, Corey? Or targets.
What is the target set at here?
4.5.
4.5. I think if you're going to play it through the targets, like knowing that there's steam to the 4.5 targets there, I think I'd rather play the 3.5 receptions, knowing that it's a 1.05x there.
Yeah. Okay. We can go with the receptions here then.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Also, I'll throw this on the screen here. If you guys are wanting to tail this entry, you can see it at the bottom of the screen. Okay.
Need a Patriot.
I want a Patriot ancillary receiver here, I think, as the last one that I want.
Kyle Williams. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm looking around. I'm looking at Diggs' numbers. I don't really love that. Mac Hollins, lower receptions. Booty's at 32.5 receiving yards. Seems a little steep to me. I'll take the actually, you know what? Give me Drake. Go up to Drake. Give me the lower on Drake May's passing yards.
I like it. They're gonna run.
I think there's a possibility that they get up in this game. A couple other places have this at a little lower too, so I think you're getting a decent amount of value at 244.5.
Yeah, no, for sure. And on top of that, there's balance on it. This is the opposite of a Danny slip. No, I'm kidding.
That's a Travion Henderson pick.
I had to make the joke.
Danny has never picked a lower in his life.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go to a Danny slip, you go to Travion Henderson, how much you can max those yards out on the scale, and then you just click the higher.
Yeah. Do we want to play this straight for the what is it if we play it straight?
The flex.
Straight is 157. If we play it straight, flex is 93.
Let's pop one on the board.
A 2x if it hits. 3 or 4.
Yeah, let's pop one on the board. Because I think I'm scarred because on the wide receiver video for like 2 or 3 straight weeks, I did a 4-part straight, and there was always one leg that was off.
Okay. Let's roll with the flex.
But yeah,
40% boost too.
Yeah, with a 40% booster, which you guys might have in your lobby. It's a little bit random who has what, but definitely check out if you guys have that in your lobby. And of course, if you guys do want to tail that, it is on the screen there. And of course, new users can use code FSE. And on your first deposit, you get 50% up to 1,000. And you can also make your first $5 play and get $100 in bonus funds. And I believe you also get, I think it's a Drake May gimme pick today, but you do get a gimme pick in your Pick'em lobby. But yeah, and we're also going to do this draft as well. And this is going to be like, obviously this is so chaotic doing a way too early wildcard draft with absolutely no semblance or idea where everybody's going to be seated, who's going to actually make the playoffs. These are $5 drafts, so they're super fun if you want to get really wicked with them, really wild with them, and be like, hey, I think that the Bengals are going to make the playoffs or some random shit. Like this is the draft to do that in. But yeah, let's get it ripped. I'm kind of curious what the landscape looks like.
Cowboys are the 2021 Bengals.
Yeah, no. Also new rule, no Cowboys.
No Bucks either. Fuck you.
I mean, my team's actually in possession of a playoff spot.
You ain't going nowhere. That's fine.
Sure. Okay, so the ADP is interesting. So Puka's the 101, which makes sense.
Colts ain't going to the Super Bowl, sorry, but like,
let me pull up the
Taylor's 102.
Make playoffs.
Sorry, Brock. By the way, that was mean, but like Taylor at 102. Cool.
I mean, you get 2 or 3 games out of Jonathan Taylor in the playoffs. Like you're talking.
Who they play against though? So Colts. I mean, I guess they could find a fault to the. They got a really tough end of season schedule too.
They do.
Side.
Yeah, well, they also the current highest odds for like Super Bowl probabilities. You probably will never guess this. Denver actually is the highest Super Bowl probability right now.
Because the AFC's a mess. Yeah, the AFC's a mess. That's probably what they're baking in. With that being said, my toxic trade is thinking, and this is a quote from Jacob Sanderson too. Shout out. I mentioned this to you. If the Chiefs make it, they're running the table, winning the Super, or not winning the Super
The
Bowl,
Chiefs
winning
currently
the
have a 1% chance to make the Super Bowl, a 3% chance to make the conference championship, and only a 24% chance
correct.
to
That's
make
more
the playoffs, period.
And that's more so just in how low their current playoff odds are. I'm sure if we knew that they were in the playoff field, they'd have much better equity than that.
Sure. Yeah. I just Kansas City's also not the type of team that brings a lot of guys along, like for fantasy.
Oh, for
as
sure.
well,
Yeah.
like in their playoff
You
run.
mean like
So I'm
20
kinda just
point
not
games,
really
that's
down
it.
to stack them
Yeah.
up, to be honest.
I also think Devontae Adams should be low key higher than he is.
Yeah. I mean, we could definitely.
I mean, I guess that's pretty decent ADP. One thing I noticed is the ADPs of the quarterbacks are pushed way down compared to past years.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I think it's okay. So what direction do we want to go? As far as like Super Bowl odds, I mean, the Eagles are up there pretty
I like
high
Adams.
as well. We could go with Barkley here, but he's not really having that great of a year. We could just take the ADP value on JT as well.
I like Adams here, honestly. I believe
You want
in
to
the
pull
Rams
Adams up the board?
Believe in the Rams the most. Elite touchdown equity.
Sure.
I just think the Rams are probably the surest thing right now, realistically, in the NFL. Like, I'm looking across the board. I would almost consider them the way that they're playing. And I understand they lost to the Panthers. Okay, let me just get that out of the room. The Panthers had a great game. But on the year, from a full 12-week sample size, I think the Rams have been the best team in football.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think half PPR site too, you feel good about Adams potentially having a 2 or 3 touchdown game, being like the guy you needed that round to advance or whatever. Given that he leads the NFL in receiving touchdowns right now.
Yeah, for sure. We could stack him with Stafford on the way back here.
Do we want to pull Stafford up the board, or do we want to? I guess the Puka manager's probably going to be snagging him. We could also grab Philly, which I don't think isn't a bad strategy to grab Hurts here.
I don't like taking 2 NFC teams in the first 2 rounds unless it's stack.
Okay, we could hop back. Yeah, I guess we can't really go back to the other side of the board.
I like Henderson if we're not going to take.
Let's take Stafford. Let's take Stafford. Okay. McCaffrey. I can't lie, dude. McCaffrey at 110 is ridiculous value. I think that I might have to gravitate towards some 49ers because if San Fran starts to get a little healthier too, and even if they don't, like you get 2 games out of Christian McCaffrey, like he's going to get you through pretty easily. So
the thing that's for playoff best ball, I agree. The thing that scares me in terms of like their overall advancement in the playoffs is A, their defense is a lot worse since losing Warner and Bosa, and B, I just don't know if I trust their passing game yet. That's kind of at least my questions in terms of their actual advancement in the NFC.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's
definitely things to be said to poke holes in the actual team. It's just difficult to get over the fact that the best fantasy football asset is available at the 110.
I mean, like if you put them in your lineup in wildcard round and hopefully the divisional round, like you're looking at 23 points a night in half PPR. So
yeah,
22, 21 actually in half.
Okay, we need to figure out an AFC team maybe to throw back on the other side of this.
My vote would be Henderson if he fell.
Yeah, I think Henderson would be an interesting one.
Because the Patriots are pretty cheap because we would be taking their top skill player. We can still get a Stephon Diggs type in the next round potentially.
Yeah, you can also play them just cheap in general with Booty and some of those later round guys.
Yeah, I mean, my vote would be Henderson here. If you have any objectives,
I mean, so the guys picking in between us already have 2 running backs. So I actually would low key not. I wouldn't mind grabbing Philly, like AJ Brown, the ADP value on him to get an advance rate piece because I think we'll get Henderson falling back to us with these guys having 2 running backs each.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
And then that way, like, we play it through NFL Championship, Eagles, Rams, and he literally
just picked 3 different AFC teams, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's why
that guy's playing for the min cash.
That's why I probably would.
I guess maybe we shouldn't be assuming that these guys are going to draft rationally at this time of year when there's so much up in the air.
Nah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got to locate. We can locate the Broncos as a potential AFC team that we could stack up. We could get real crazy and go with like a Jaguars type of team.
Let's go Chiefs. They make it.
I really don't think they're going to make it though.
This is the time to take them because if they lose this week, they're done anyways.
They're
true.
Done.
But as they keep winning, they're going to rise in ADP.
Yeah.
I just think like if the Chiefs make the playoffs, Rashid Rice might be like a top 7 overall pick in ADP.
We can still pick Diggs too.
Let's go with let's go with Rice. Whatever.
Okay.
Because like think if we're sprinkling one in right now, like if the Chiefs do make the run, the implied upside is either Rice is undraftable and okay, cool, we got a couple drafts in before this week, or this week we know they lose and they are out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
every week they win, they're going to go up in ADP.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
God damn.
Do we at all debate going with like Kincaid or like another AFC team because I feel like we need to maybe stack up some more AFC guys.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that then.
I'd be cool going Diggs though as well if you want to go Diggs here.
I think I like Diggs
because I think Stevenson's not a terrible like other running back option as well.
Agreed. Applied upside too if anything were to happen to Henderson in the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna need to find a way to get Corum and Stevenson probably, and then also maybe sneak in like a Tank Bigsby or somebody that, or not a Tank Bigsby, sorry, like a running back that can advance us, like Bucky or somebody like that.
Yeah, So the thing that I was going to ask you with the next pick in particular, do we want to go with Mahomes, knowing that the likelihood of getting them the 1 seed is out of the question, and the Rams might? Or do you just play like the Rams are going to get the 2 seed?
I think the ADP is such that the Rams will get the 1 seed.
I agree, but
if the Rams weren't going to get the 1 seed, I think that Stafford, Adams, and Puka would all be top 7 picks.
I agree. So do we want to play it like they're getting the 2 seed now then, or do we want to back ourselves, take a Patrick Mahomes here?
I think it's probably smart not to play it like they're getting the 1 seed.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that then.
We can take like Mahomes would still, help us obviously, but
yo, why are they calling Spicy a poor third guy? What is that? Sorry, we don't mean to
man, I'm not a creator, okay? I'm just here to click the buttons.
Okay. Mahomes is kind of like the only good pick that makes sense here, unless we wanted to go with like a DeAndre Swift or somebody that could advance us.
I like Mahomes here, honestly.
Okay,
get the stack equity. Him and Rice could literally be the single reason why we get out of the wild card round.
Spicy, you want to star Patriots and Chiefs and like the teams that we've stacked up so far?
Also shout out Arthur.
Star Ramondre up there too, because we're probably going to need him. We're on the clock here. Okay. So we either could go Hunter Henry or we could take the advance rate running back piece that we need. I think it's probably smart to take Swift here.
Or Kelsey. We'd have to
let's go Trav. Let's go Trav.
We already committed that the Chiefs would be making the playoffs in this scenario. So just take the stack equity of like those 3 players could be like,
we don't need any other Chiefs probably other than those 3 players. I mean, I guess technically Worthy was the guy you needed last year in playoff basketball, but
and this is one of the most Blake Corum teams of all Blake Corum teams I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think we could. Do you think we get by with Corum, Hunt, and Stevenson? Or
I think so. Now, how many more picks do we have? Do we have 3?
We could also take Tank Bigsby technically too. We have the Eagles one off with Brown.
Yeah, 3 of those 4 running backs I think would make sense.
I just worry that we won't get through with those 3 running backs in round 1.
Yeah, we have 3 picks left.
Fair.
Like I feel like we maybe just take 2 of them and we take a straight up advance rate guy you need in round 1.
With that. I'm cool with doing that. Like I'm assuming Harvey's way long gone. What running backs here?
I mean, I don't mind taking Swift, Hampton, or Montgomery.
Swift, Hampton, Montgomery.
I think Swift makes the most sense because they won't hit the Rams and Bears probably won't.
I don't think the Lions are making the playoffs. So get Montgomery off the board.
Okay.
You don't think the Lions are making the playoffs?
I don't think that's true, but
if they lose to the Cowboys, they are
crazy.
Lions aren't making the playoffs. I hope you guys know that.
Right.
I looked at all the hybrids.
Let's go with Swift. We're on the clock. They're the most likely to win a playoff game because they're going to be at home most likely.
Okay.
Dude, if the Lions lose to the Cowboys, they quite literally, even if they win out, aren't going to make it. And
you think they're going to lose to the Cowboys in Detroit?
Yes, without Amon or St. Brown.
With the person in attendance who's never seen the Cowboys win?
Without Amon or St. Brown.
The Danny curse.
The Danny curse is going to come true, Danny. You're just letting yourself...
hypothetically, say they beat us. I still don't think they're making the playoffs.
What? They're the Lions,
if they get to 6 losses, they're cooked. They have 5 losses right now, and they're not even remotely the same team we've ever seen. The Lions have been objectively mid this year.
Yeah.
I mean,
their offensive line's a shambles.
Sure. Yeah.
Their offensive line's a shambles. Jared Goff's getting pressured. And when Jared Goff gets pressured.
Yeah. I like.
Do we go Stevenson here?
I just I'm not sold on this Chiefs stack that we have. I can't lie. Like we're talking about the Lions not making the playoffs and the Chiefs are the team that we stacked up.
No, I think the Chiefs at this point, I'd feel more comfortable projecting to the playoffs right now. That's how bad of a spot the Lions are in.
Yeah, I mean the schedule that the Chiefs have, they still got to play Denver one more time. I'm pretty sure, right, in Week 17.
Well, sure. Again, this is batting on the fact the Chiefs need to win 5 in a row. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying if they do, for sure. But like if they do win 5 in a row, they are going to make the playoffs. And if that were to happen, I think they would literally be the betting favorite to win in the AFC.
Probably take Corum first. He's higher in ADP, and we have the Rams as our primary.
Yeah, I like that.
And then Stevenson with our last pick, right?
Ragnar's not coming back anymore, Brock. He failed his physical, grade 3 hamstring strain, aka torn off the bone.
So we can't. Can we field the full starting with both Patriots
might get the bye. We could go ETN.
We only have,
no, we got it. It's got to be a Ram, a Patriot, or a Chief that we pick for sure.
Think so?
Yeah,
we only have 4 if we go New England, LAR.
It should be if we don't take Stevenson, it should be a Ram that we take because they're a primary stack.
We already have Corum.
I'm saying a wide receiver though.
Well, I thought we needed a running back. We only have 2.
We do need a running back, but I'm saying like to field like 6 players or more in the Super Bowl, we probably need another Ram if Stevenson goes.
Fair. Because we have 2 Rams, 3 Rams, and then 2 Chiefs.
We only have 1.
We should go Ramondre just so we have the hedge of the Patriots Super Bowl. But the issue is he
actually, we should do instead. We should take Pacheco or Hunt.
Hunt.
Yeah, we should not take Ramondre here because we have 3 Chiefs players. It makes way more sense to bet on that probability.
Hey, give me Hunt, the less likely one to get benched in the playoffs. At this point. Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Wait, Danny might be cooking. The Lions have to play the Rams, Steelers, Vikings, and the Bears.
They're literally cooked. I don't think
they're not the Vikings.
Play the Texans, Chargers, and Broncos 3 of their next 4 games. So
who does?
In relation to the Chiefs, sure, like fair. You want to argue that? I just think the Lions. There's no chance they make the playoffs. They lose
7 wins versus 6 for Kansas City.
They lose 1 game, they're fucked because the NFC playoff feels so much stronger.
Yeah, it's possible.
Like the Niners are the 7th seed at 9-4 right now.
They're not the 7th seed, the 6th seed, aren't they?
7th seed.
No, isn't Green Bay the 7th seed?
Yeah, they're 8-3-1. 8-3-1's better win record than 9-4.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Like more wins is how I did it in my head.
Fair, but that's how bad of a spot it's the Lions. On top of that, with the Lions, they got the Cowboys and the Rams the next 2 games. So
yeah,
that's fair, Cats. But even still, I just don't think 11-6 getting you into this conference. That's how tight knit it is.
I'm gonna pop quick over to a site question, then we can run another one of these. We got another one from Parker B here.
Yeah.
Okay. I need 26 points. Should I do Henry stack or Theo? If you need the upside here, I think you're probably way better off going with Hunter Henry. And I actually had Hunter Henry higher in my weekly rankings anyways. So yeah, 26, you need 26. You get a touchdown from Drake May to Henry, and you're probably going to be well on your way to taking that down.
Yeah, give me that all day. Give me Hunter.
Okay, yeah, let's pivot back over to this, and then let's see if we can avoid stacking the Chiefs this time because I don't really want to have a bunch of dead Chiefs teams personally. Because I think they're going to straight up miss the playoffs.
Yeah, they probably will. I'm not saying when we pick them there, it's a certainty they will. I'm just saying the CLV, if they do make it, is going to be crazy, and you want at least a couple of those teams. You want a couple teams that look gross right now.
Teams closer to when we have more certainty, and getting what we should be aiming to do right now is who are the teams that are underpriced and try and find exactly.
You best believe when I go to Michigan, Underdog is legal there, and I will have to do a couple Cowboys teams.
Underdog is not legal in Michigan.
Is it not?
Pick'em, sorry, maybe drafts are, but Pick'em.
I think drafts are, yeah, because I searched it. It showed up yellow on the map.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's Pick'em that's not legal there. Then.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be drafting a couple Cowboys teams because, like I said, we're going to know real quick whether they're in or out, and this is going to be the cheapest they be. If let's just say they get through the Lions this week, and I guess the other big hurdle would be they get through the Chargers in week 16. If they get through those 2 games, their other games are the Minnesota Vikings, the New York Giants, and the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
So
So on this this screen here, really quick, while this draft is filling, you can see the playoff odds and like the Super Bowl winners. I guess I'm just trying to like look at this and go, who are the teams that make sense as like this isn't going to continue? I mean, obviously, I don't think that the Broncos will have the highest odds to make the Super Bowl. Like that's one team where I'd probably avoid them right now because I think some people will look at this and start drafting Broncos heavily, knowing RJ Harvey went at 10th overall in the last draft that we did. I'm like, get out of here. He went over Christian McCaffrey. I guess I look at this and I go, the team that makes sense to me to maybe get some exposure to is probably Buffalo, because in a soft AFC with the Chiefs maybe down and out, like the Chiefs have been their kryptonite. Like I think Buffalo's the team to me that like I would like to build around if in this draft if we can.
I'm shocked that the Steelers have higher odds right now than the Ravens. Am I true? The Steelers
the Steelers are technically in second in the division, but they maybe have a strength of schedule tiebreaker or something like that.
Well, I was going to ask, maybe do they have an easier schedule coming up because they have the same record and the betting market's just like favoring the Steelers schedule instead of Ravens? Because Baltimore, I know, still have to play Cincinnati one more time. Do they have any other like big?
They have to play Pittsburgh also.
The Packers. They play the Packers in Lambeau.
Yeah, they play the Packers in week 17.
Do they play the Rams or am I tripping?
I think they play Cleveland in week 18. No, Pittsburgh plays Cleveland in week 18. So Baltimore's got to play Cincinnati, Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Oh, they just played Cincinnati. Sorry. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, New England, and Green Bay. And then in week 18, they play at Pittsburgh. Yeah, they don't really have a very easy schedule, dude. Baltimore's next 5 games are Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, New England at Green Bay at Pittsburgh. Those are not easy games to win necessarily. Like, Baltimore could very easily fall out of the playoff picture. Maybe that's something that we want to factor. We should maybe avoid the Ravens right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If the line,
I mean, to be fair, Dylan, you earned those bans. Let's be straight up.
Yeah, you
did.
What
did he get banned? What did I miss?
Danny woke up unprofessionally 30 minutes after the live stream started last time and started dropping nukes on people.
I was over the edge that day.
Tired. He was
but at the same time, if you're gonna put clear rage bait when you know I'm not in a rage bait mood, you probably should expect a little ban. I'm just saying.
Bro,
I want to take Josh here.
Josh.
Yeah, Josh, all day.
I think that this sounds like hopium for all the Buffalo Bills faithful out there, but I think this could be the year.
Yeah, again, Dylan, you throw that word around. We're not mitigating that word. If you throw that around one more fucking time, I'm banning you for real. In all seriousness, I know people that are, and do not throw that word around lightly. Seriously.
Okay.
Like it's just brutal. Like that's why you got banned.
James Cook just went. Do we want to take Kyron or Barkley maybe? Or we could go Kyron or Barkley and then stack up the NFC whatever guy we go with.
I prefer Kyron. I don't think it's the Eagles' year, dude. I'm gonna be straight up.
It's probably not, but keep in mind we have no Rams receivers to stack with Kyron.
Fair, but if we stack the Bills, you get the running back because we don't have James Cook.
Yeah, that's true. I just mean like if we had taken Barkley, there's a good chance we get one of the Eagles receivers with the next pick.
Yeah. I don't believe in that team at all, man. Their offense is fucking broken. I'll be honest, like their offense is broken. Like
Cam says, anytime TD, help a brother out. I'd say that I saw Tracy was like plus 225. I don't think that's a bad option for a starting running back. Singletary was plus 300, I think, which is also not a bad option.
Call me crazy. I'm feeling like an Isaiah Hodgins touchdown.
That's lighting cash on fire, but if you're up for it, you can.
I mean, he's won 60+% of the snaps in 2 straight games.
It's Dart passing the ball though, not
fair.
Not big JMO.
79% of the snaps, 66%. Big body. What's his odds at? He's probably like plus 600 or plus 500.
No, it's plus 425, which I would need better odds than that to be putting cash on him. I think Drake May rushing is plus 275 is also not bad too.
That's solid. I mean, the obvious one would be
the best one here is the 2 Giants running backs, plus 210 for Tracy and plus 250 for Singletary.
Probably the right answer. I don't mind a cheeky Theo Johnson either.
Yeah. What's our course of action with this next pick here? Do we pull Shakir up the board or do we try and play for a one-off NFC or AFC championship opponent?
I would vote for. We could go Henderson because what are the odds that how can the Patriots and Bills play in the second round? Like they
Henderson
can't,
just
right?
went, so he's off the board.
Oh fuck, never mind then.
I mean, Eagles receivers make
we
sense
should've
with
went-
advance rate
Fuck,
piece.
we should have went Barkley.
Shakir. I just don't believe in believe in the
I
Eagles
don't either,
offense.
but
That's the issue. Because you still got to hit on the teams that actually go far. I just don't think.
Yeah,
they
you
go
do.
far this year. I would go Shakir. I would push him up the board. And
You don't think you get 2 games out of Philly though? Like, because even if you get 2 games, this is probably a worthwhile pick.
We could take one of the Eagles. I just don't want to risk this cuck behind us taking him.
Yeah, I think I would go AJ here personally, but we can go Shakir first if you want. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, let's go Shakir. Maybe
this
one
guy
of them.
had a Buffalo, so I just picked Shakir.
Dylan,
Yeah.
I know you're doing it for attention, but I'm genuinely serious. If you keep talking out of pocket, I will put you on a timer. Like you're just talking out of pocket right now. You don't need to.
Thanks to Brock for taking down Corey, the 1 seed. Anybody would have taken.
Yo, shout out by the way. Hey,
Brock
Arthur.
didn't do shit, bro. My
Arthur.
team decided to shit and piss down its leg.
Sounded like a good defensive game plan, but I'm joking. Yeah, Dylan,
This guy is. I'm starting to hide messages. Here we go. Smitty.
In all,
Smitty.
yeah, we could do that. Where were we at? You mentioned something. Now I got thrown off track because of the pick. What did you mention?
I got thrown off track because of this.
I got thrown off track. What the fuck we were just talking about? I was about to make a whole point. Arthur said something. Oh, listener league. You losing this week, Corey, and dropping 77 points, and me dropping 150 literally made up our points for tiebreaker. Now, if you lose and I win, I take your spot in the bye. So I'm praying on your downfall.
To quote Danny, respectfully, I don't really give a fuck.
Respectively.
Yeah. You told me earlier today the exact opposite, that you do actually really care about a bye week. So I will take that.
I do care about a bye week, but you're doing the thing that if I told you, you'd probably leave the group chat and leave the call entirely. If you lost the way that I lost this week, you'd probably be insufferable today.
Dog, I got 5.2 combined from Roman Jefferson. I feel
Brother,
you.
I got 17 from McDuke,
I feel you.
St. Brown, and fucking Smitty combined.
Yeah, when I say that, though, I'm not directly talking about you. I'm telling people that are potentially interested in knowing about it, what happened. Obviously, you know what happened, but not a lot of people know that you were up 70 on me, and I made it up because you got unfortunate this week. A lot that you got unfortunate. How about that? That's nicer.
Okay.
You want to take Dalton here or Dallas?
No Rams. I think Dalton. We need to stack
I think the way that we play this, to be honest, assuming we get Dallas with our next one, which we probably won't because he's probably going to take Goddard here. We maybe play this as like Kyron gets to the NFC Championship and faces the Eagles in the NFC Championship.
No, he's going to go Knicks.
And
he's able to get us.
We can still take Goddard.
We got to take Goddard here. I think
we can. Yeah, we're gonna say it. We're gonna say it every week. We're like, this Eagles falling about. I just don't think they're gonna go anywhere.
Probably not, but like the pathway that we've carved out is one that we kind of have to stick to them.
Yeah, Badaki
in the chat.
Badaki, respectfully, you don't need to do this. I got 12 combined receiving yards from fucking Jefferson and Odunze. You don't need to be playing the I'm gonna lose card. Yeah, for those of you that want to know how ridiculous it is right now, I literally need 28 plus points from Henderson to actually win this matchup. So him saying I'm gonna lose, it's like maybe 15% of the time I actually beat you. 15% of the time, and that's optimistic.
Yeah.
That's just
Badaki is the hero though. Like he came out from
Badaki, I actually just for the content, I should be rooting for you today, Danny, because I don't want Badaki to get into the playoffs over me. It would actually make my life a lot easier if he didn't.
Dog. In all seriousness though,
I kind of low-key want to see the Cinderella story if I don't make it.
I don't think I can handle a 7th L in a row on the mentals. I'll be completely straight. Like I don't even know what the fucking touch of a W feels at this point.
Okay.
Can you explain what the touch of a W actually feels like?
I've only experienced it once in the last month. So, okay. What do we want to do here? We might have to scroll the F down or take an advance rate piece by the looks of it. Like we could take the Bucky advance rate piece and just be like, what are we going to take here realistically?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't mind going with Bucky here. We do need a running back too. He's gonna give you points.
Yeah. If we get 2 games out of Bucky, he's gonna be worth that pick.
Is this a Rams 1 seed team here?
Dylan, I warned you.
Yeah.
Please stop making speculations on me because you don't know me. Please.
Bucky?
I had to put you in timeout. I gave you so many warnings. Do not speculate on my
I'm gonna
man.
take Bucky.
Roll with Bucky. Go with Bucky.
Sorry.
I don't know why
Nothing triggers me
trigger
more.
you so hard, dude. Just ignore him.
Oh, it triggers me when somebody's trying to make speculations on me that they don't know about. I don't like that. And I've warned you multiple times. And if you're not going to listen, I'm going to mute you.
Okay. Corum.
I didn't ban them for what it's worth. It's 5 minutes. So
it said banned and their comments were removed on my screen.
It's a 5-minute timeout.
Okay.
Holy
Corum.
shit, the site is freezing on me.
We probably want Ray
Berg?
Davis and Ty Johnson, maybe.
Yeah. Ty Johnson could make sense. Do we have enough point equity in week 1? Yeah,
We should probably grab another Eagle. Is there another
Um,
Eagle we could pull up here too?
What about a Bill? We could take a Bill. We could take like a Cook's
Yeah.
flyer around 10 actually too.
Let's go. You want to go Keon?
We can go Keon. We can go Cooks. Like, what are you feeling? I think Cook's gonna keep or Coleman's gonna keep losing snaps.
I don't think so, man. I don't think they're gonna.
We could take Coleman. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think if we go Coleman here and then we close it with probably one of Bill's running back, I would say one of the two.
Do we? I mean, we have Kyron and Bucky who have immediacy. Do you want to take the upside shot of a guy like?
We won't have a running back
Ray
in the
Davis
Super Bowl currently, so we have to take a Bills or an Eagles running back with one of these last 2 picks.
Do you like Bigsby or Davis better in that implied scenario?
I think we actually take both of them.
Do we have 2 picks?
Yeah, we have 2 picks left.
Yeah.
And
Do we want to end with 4 running backs though?
I'm fine. We have advance rate pieces. That's yeah, it's a little skinny at wide receiver if we do that.
Yep.
Are we taking an advanced wide receiver then? Because we already have enough for
I don't know. What do you
Philly
think?
and
I think we should
Buffalo.
just take one running back.
Yeah. Where else are we going with our pick then? If not,
Well, we could take an advance rate wide receiver because I think we do need one.
why Wasiba?
Why with Thiba?
Wow, what's
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
the play is probably Bigsby of the two of them. I think he has a better role because Davis and Ty split a role. But
yeah,
it's
probably.
up to you. I don't think the Bills win anything too.
The thing is
With
yeah, I
Davis
guess
and Ty.
we have no Rams receivers, so yeah, probably.
No, we got to go. We have to stick to
Shit.
this Eagles Bills for sure.
Fuck. Okay.
Kyron's simply there just to get us to the Super Bowl. Like he's going to be our round 1, 2, 3 running back. And like
Yeah.
the Eagles and Rams would play in the NFC Championship in that scenario.
Juwan Jennings?
Fair enough.
We could go Worthy.
I just don't know if he's good enough
If we wanted to
advanced
play a
player.
one-off. We could go to half PPR. We could go Andrews. Go.
But are any of those guys
We
making
could
it?
just go
Christian
Franklin.
Watson
because we know
gone?
He's going to make the playoffs too.
Yeah.
Is Watson gone? What about Shaheed?
Oh fuck, Cheat's got like 2 targets a game, dude.
Watson's gone.
Yeah, but like you're assuming by then his route participation is going to go up. It was his first few weeks on the team.
I want an advance rate piece that's actually good.
Fair.
Franklin's
Fair.
gone.
How many are there though?
We could go Ricky.
Mickey Pearsall.
We can
Juwan
BTJ.
Jennings probably is better than Ricky.
Not many are good. That's why.
BTJ's not bad.
That's not bad actually.
We also
Yeah.
have nothing on the AFC side of things too. If somehow
Jacoby
the
Myers.
Jags made the AFC Championship, like we'd get multiple weeks out of him.
George Pickens. Okay.
We have too many NFC
I will-
players already. It's probably got to be on the
that's
AFC
fair.
side.
What about Pierce? Oh, never mind. Fuck me.
I think BTJ makes the most sense because he's probably definitely going to make the playoffs. And if we get 2 games out of him, I'd consider that a huge dub,
I'm cool with that.
even though he's pretty ass.
You see my my message in the flock chat, by the way. I said need this printed on a bib. It was Justin Jefferson's box score since I acquired him via trade. 16.7, 7.7, 11.1, 8.8, and 2.4 are the scores I've gotten from him.
Worst trade Sal's ever seen, though.
Yeah. For me.
Yeah, Nathan kind of got bent in those
Blessed.
comments. And thankfully, even though I kind of roasted him for the trade too, my biggest problem with the trade was trading Derrick Henry.
I mean, dude, you remember even when I made the trade, I'm like, I want to keep Puka, but when I lose Hunter and Kraft, I have no option. Like I literally said that to you. I'm like, the difference between Jefferson and Puka is definitely worth this. And I don't want to give up Puka. I just am not in the position to turn this down. I said that to you, and like, I mean, add Henry plus fucking Jefferson. I mean, I guess Puka hasn't been nearly as good, but still, you know what I mean.
I'm gonna swap over to the site really quick. We got one more question here from Alejandro. Joe Burrow, Brian Thomas in exchange for Patrick Mahomes. This is a redraft 1 quarterback, 12 team start 8. So you're getting the clear upgrade at quarterback. Although I do need to move Burrow up my rankings since he's been
Burrow
back
and Thomas.
Starter.
I go Burrow and Thomas. Here.
Yeah, I think I would take Thomas and Burrow, but like
46 attempts from Burrow in this first
he's
game.
He's going to lose a little bit of value too. So I'm cool going Burrow and Thomas there. If I had to, I got to move Burrow up my rankings. I'll probably have him more so in the like QB 10-ish range, I would imagine.
Also, Jared, what are you talking about? George Pickens for Jonathan Brooks right before week 1? What?
Oof.
What does that even mean?
Maybe he did that trade.
Oh, Bertha. It was horrible at the time.
Yeah, that was horrible at the time. I'm not really sure what we were saying there. But yeah, I think we got time for another one of these if we want to. Yeah, if anyone's just joining us here, we did build out a pick'em entry too. You see the Drake May lower on the passing yards. Rationale there is that they get up big and don't have to pass the ball a lot. Also, a lot of other places have him set around like 238. Tracy higher receiving yards. Danny mentioned that Jackson Dart maybe scrambles a little less coming off the concussion. Wandale lower 11.45 fantasy points. He's pretty much had to score in every game that he's hit this total.
Yeah.
And right now, I believe he's like a plus 200 to score. So you're basically just hoping he doesn't. In half PPR, it'd be pretty hard for him to get to that total. And then Theo higher than 3.5 receptions. The usage and the route participation has been quite solid.
Tyler, we are the biggest Trey Henderson fans. It's very unlikely, but everybody keeps talking about the Cinderella story.
I would like you to end it. I want
to put an ending chapter on it. That's what I want.
I would say, like,
I'm telling you right now, that would make my entire season if I'm able to knock him out. That will make my entire season. Like everything I have complained about for the last 6 weeks, I'll have to shut up about because it's not a 7-week loss streak at that point.
Hold you to that,
1-week win streak. No, but like seriously, this is the biggest thing I have left to play for. If Henderson quite literally drops a nuke in my lineup and I am able to upset Badaki tonight, that'll make my entire season. Like I don't think you understand how bad these last 6 weeks have gone.
Yeah, they've been pretty bad. Also, how can someone explain to me how Justin Herbert can have surgery on his hand and maybe not miss a game?
Left hand.
Still?
Yeah, I mean, still catching snaps and stuff. I know.
Like, how are you even cleared by a doctor with a broken hand?
Yeah, trust.
So
I would rather him sit out this week and then play next week.
I agree with you, and I tell you why. In the Flock League next week, I won't spoil the vlog, but let's just say I need to win next week. And in the Flock League, Sal has Purdy on bye, and his other quarterback is Justin Herbert. So if Herbert doesn't play, and also the reason I like that is because it's on a Monday night game, and I would have a Monday night sweat for my season.
Monday night sweat.
Herbert not playing would be electric because then I don't have a Monday night sweat for my season. However, I do have Ladd McConkey on my team, so I kind of do want Herbert to play for that reason.
Yeah,
you definitely want Herbert to play because I can tell you right now, Trey Lance is
not throwing the ball.
No, but
and also
Thomas has Keenan Allen as his like wide receiver 1 next week because St. Brown's probably not going to play, and it would hurt Thomas's team, who I need to lose. To not have Herbert as well.
Yeah, but like starting Keenan Allen at this point, self-sabatage. But then again,
that's his best receiver currently.
I'm starting Justin Jefferson saying that, so like I can't say anything.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson is like 2 points.
Trading away Josh Allen the second year in a row is self-sabotage.
If all jokes aside, Chargers 13-10 W next week against the Eagles. That would be fake. That would be scenes.
13-10 W with
Trey Lance or with
150 yards to Ladd McConkey.
That's a deal, dude. As long as you get what you need there and the Eagles lose, and I'll be happy.
Yeah. The one thing I will say, though, is that if Sal was going to play Justin Herbert, I kind of hope he does play and Sal decides to play him. And like, it's against the Eagles. It's a hard matchup. Like maybe because of the hand, he doesn't look quite right or something like that. That would also be kind of electric, but because like it might be worse if Herbert's ruled out and he just picks up, like in our league, Jordan Love is available. Yeah, like we have good quarterbacks on the waiver wire. It's almost maybe better that Herbert plays.
Max Brosmer's available. That's a sneaky.
Max Brosmer
Brosmer.
is sick
Electric.
fucking quarterback, dude.
Dude, 19 of 30 for 126 and 4 picks is crazy.
If you can make JJ McCarthy look good, you're a bad fucking
He's
quarterback.
the new 9.
Dude, it's
I
just
love
like
that JJ McCarthy's now the universal symbol for being ass.
Dude, the
That
9
everybody
beam is
edits the
fucking
9 edit
hilarious.
onto.
you're
shit
just
quarterback.
happy he took the heat off of Zach Wilson.
Dude, I'm calling this right now. If there's, let's say, because we don't know for sure if this is going to be the case. If there's a Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield reclamation project next year, it will be either Malik Willis or Zach Wilson.
It's not Zach Wilson, bro. Give
It could be
up.
Malik Willis. He's a free agent with Green Bay. I could see a team like if
I'll,
the Jets,
I'll vote for Willis. But
if
Zach
like the
Wilson.
Raiders or the not the Commanders, sorry, if the Raiders or the Cardinals or one of these teams wanted to like throw a small contract at Malik Willis to be their bridge quarterback, it wouldn't shock me if he ended up being like a reclamation project for someone.
Be honest, so you couldn't help yourself. You had to throw Zach Wilson's name into the ring.
We all know Zach Wilson's gifted, dude. I'm not gonna give it. I don't give a shit what anybody says. He's a good quarterback.
That's
He
what
just
the
doesn't have
JJ
it mentally.
McCarthy.
I swear JJ is gifted, bro. I swear he is a
JJ is
gifted
not gifted. He had an overrated arm and no fucking talent.
quarterback. I'm telling you.
Who do we want here?
We're going Josh
Shit, we're
again,
doing
or-
another one.
I mean, I'm down to go
yeah.
Josh again, but if you want to mix it up because we did him last time, we can do something else.
Sure.
We go Smith and Jigba if you want.
I don't think they're making the Super Bowl. I'll go Josh.
Okay, let's roll Josh again. Let's see if we can find a way to get unique here. Ideally, let's have James Cook fall to us this time.
Respectfully, I don't want my first pick hinging on a Sam Darnold 4 interception game in the fucking divisional round.
The first.
When the Bucks light
That's
Sam
exactly what
Darnold up
happened,
in Tampa in the wild card round.
God. We need the Willis insurance. I mean, if he gets a bridge quarterback deal, then you're fucked. So
Free agent QBs 2026. I'm seeing who else is a possible Daniel Jones candidate here.
Jacobus Brissett.
I mean, I
Jameis
think that seems like
Winston.
low hanging
We
fruit.
finally get a
Also,
full
Jacoby
season.
Brissett. I think the Daniel Jones, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold cases were also like talented quarterbacks too. Like Brissett's more of just like a game
Brissett's
manager.
Brissett's the Geno case. Come on.
Geno also not talented and was only good for
Come
half
on,
of the
he-
season.
I
Geno
love
was
Geno
the most
Smith.
mobile.
I love
but he
Geno
can
Smith.
rip
He's
it.
finally
He
going
can
to get the
rip it.
Raiders a top pick.
Yeah, shout out to Geno. No,
fucking love
okay. So
him.
the most likely reclamation project quarterbacks here, because you also kind of want somebody who's young, who was a former high pick. I mean, Zach Wilson's
Joe
projected
Milton,
AAV,
baby.
projected AAV, the youngest quarterback who was a former top pick, is in fact Zach
James
Wilson.
Cook?
Okay,
Trey Lance also available. Maybe he's only 25 years old, dude.
dude, I don't
James
give a
Cook?
fuck. He can't
James
play
Cook.
quarterback. He can't play quarterback.
He can't play quarterback, but
He's
Zach
only-
Wilson, James Cook, and Malik Willis are the youngest former decorated prospect guys that could be possible reclamation projects. Sam Howell, also an FSE and Bush favorite, also
Ooh,
fits the
Sam
description.
Howell.
I'm telling you, dude. If I was
Shoot him back.
if I was the Raiders or some team that let's say they miss out on a quarterback and they're just punting to 2027, like let's say the Jets are like, we don't want to take a quarterback this year. We have 3 picks in 2027. I would take a swing on Zach Wilson. Well, I guess the Jets
No,
wouldn't
you
take a swing on
wouldn't.
Zach Wilson.
They
but
did that on Justin Fields.
Sam Howell or Trey Lance or one of those guys. Like, what? Like, well, you're going to probably be shit again and tank for Arch Manning or one of the 2027 class quarterbacks.
Nah.
Might as well take a swing.
Those
in my
2
opinion.
years of quarterbacks just washed.
Who else
It's
do you
just-
start
to
if you're
forget
that
about
team? Like, would you rather spend a second or a third round pick
we
on like
going,
Tyler Shuck like the Saints did this year?
What do you want to do?
I mean, I
yeah.
would rather just neither.
Okay, what do we want to do opposite Buffalo here? We could take Shakir, or we could take
Go
like a
Shakir.
Jacobs or something and build out an NFC stack.
Go Shakir. Let's make the onslaught and then see what kind of pieces we need to bring back.
Sure.
Because the Bills would be your main piece here. I don't want to take Bills in every draft, by the way. It's just the early ones. I'm sure we'll dilute our shares because
I think I'm
I do
gonna
have
be
my-
Bills pilled once I get to the
I'm gonna-
draft too.
I'm gonna have my concerns with them. I just think their defense is gonna let them down at one point in the playoffs.
I just think that there's no good teams in the AFC, and I
Not
will trust
wrong.
the best quarterback in the conference.
Not wrong. Counterpoint. Here, how about this? If the Chiefs don't make the playoffs, I can see it from the Bills. If the Chiefs do make the playoffs, that's the issue.
Respectfully, you're putting way too much respect on a garbage football team.
They are not a garbage football team. They're fucking 1-7 in 1-score games. That is about as unlucky as you can get.
Yeah, I mean that's typically how the playoffs go.
No, not wrong. They were
reverse
12-0 in that exact regard last year in a very similar roster.
Okay. Maybe you want to grab an AFC or an NFC team player here. I mean, I still believe in Detroit personally, but if you
they're not
don't,
making it, bro.
I mean, they have a better
They're
chance of making it than the Chiefs, like significantly better.
I would rather the 49ers
Kittle.
here or the Seahawks. I could be convinced of Ken Walker, but then again, like we made the bet against.
I'd be down to go Kittle. I'd rather go Kittle here than Ken Walker.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's go Kittle.
Yeah, like implied odds to make
Buffalo.
the playoffs or to make the conference championship. We have the Lions at 5%. Implied odds to make round one is 29%. The Chiefs are at 24 and 3% respectively. So I mean, I also think, like, yes, the NFC is harder, but also the Lions have more like experience than a lot of the teams that they would be facing in the early going. Like the 2 seed being like the friggin' Bears or something like that. The Lions against the Bears in round one, like who's favored in that game? Like the Bears going to be home favorites against Detroit in round one?
The Cowboys have a better chance of making it than Detroit.
Okay, well, I'm talking about the Lions right now.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't think we should even be talking about the Lions for not talking about the Cowboys.
What are
That's how I view them.
Niners odds?
Like respectfully, if Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to have a top 20 or whatever ADP, I think that's ridiculous if George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are undrafted.
Also, do we stack Kincaid too, or do we? Go ahead, Niners.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, we probably should grab Kincaid here. We could punt him, but I think probably smart to just take him now.
Yeah.
We could grab it's probably smart because we're onslaughting Buffalo, so it'd probably be smart if we grab mainly NFC players for the rest of our picks. I'd be cool with a one-off mech here if we wanted to go for him, or if we wanted to go for a different NFC like potential opponent for 49ers.
I think if I'm gonna go with a buck, I'd rather go with Bucky.
Yeah, we could go with Bucky instead if you want to do that.
Just because running back points are better. Yeah. By. We do have the Bills starting running back, and we could always like patchwork whatever second running back we want. Or
not to mention we could. I mean, we also, if we do have to like build out a buck stack or something as like a secondary, we could always grab Evans or Godwin later.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. Okay, we'll do that then.
I mean, I don't envision this Bucks team winning more than one playoff game, so I'm not going to sit here and wax poetic about how we could win the Super Bowl. But I do think
advanced rate players matter.
Playoff game, they could be very crucial for advancing players.
I mean, advanced rate players matter, and we got the nucleus of our Super Bowl team because we got a quarterback, a running back, and a receiver from the team we're building around, quote unquote.
Yeah, so I think like the path that the Bucks take is like, oh, we beat the Seahawks in the first round or something, and then we go to Los Angeles and lose or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
That would be like the path, and it's like you might get 2 good games out of the Bucks players as a result of that. People underestimate like getting 2 really good games out of fantasy friendly offenses in this contest specifically because they're so focused on like taking the 7th receiver for Buffalo's stack. It's like if you get a 5x5 through, go nuts, but like it's extremely difficult.
Last 2 picks, do we want to go Corum and Ferguson then? So that way we do have the backdoor of the Super Bowl Rams there. With Corum, it would be if Kyron got hurt, you'd still have a big movable piece. With Ferguson, if he had a bigger role in the playoffs, you have the upside there.
I don't think I would want to pick the Rams just because that the 49ers and Bucks would be very likely to play them in the next round.
For sure. But if, basically what I'm saying is if we're viewing Buffalo as our nucleus here and we just viewed Rams as, the likeliest Super Bowl option because we just said we're viewing Bucky and Kittle as advanced rate players.
Yeah,
we could do that, but I mean, you can make this pick.
Do we want to go? We could take another AFC team, just a one-off, because there's nothing really that sticks out to me here. Like I'd be cool taking Pittman or taking Flowers, maybe.
Probably Pittman if we're gonna go one of those options.
Yeah, I'm cool with Pittman here. There's nothing really that sticks out here. Like we're just gonna be bringing Pearsall or somebody way up the board otherwise.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that.
Plus, then we get like, I don't think it's likely that the Colts and Bills would play each other. Also, actually, it might be if they're like the 6th seed versus like the 2 or the 3 seed.
Are we thinking on Buffalo to be the 1 seed because then we might need Purdy?
I think it's far more likely the Colts actually fall to the wild card because they're
currently in the wild card.
Well, that's like I don't think they're going to win the division because they have an extremely tough schedule. B, the Jaguars have a very easy schedule. And C, the Texans are playing their best football at the right time.
Yeah.
I think all 3 are going to make the playoffs. It's just
like taking a Houston stack is also not the worst idea in this contest right now.
Genuinely, I wish I was
they're not a very fantasy friendly team. That's the problem. Is that Collins is like the only guy that really you could see being a difference making fantasy performer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be pissed in that scenario. Or sorry, I'm pissed in myself that I didn't suggest that earlier because I told you I actually really do believe in the Texans. I think it's
we got to make a pick here. Do we want to go slick Rick here?
Sure. I do think if the Texans are able to, keep playing the way they have been, the way their defense has been, the way their offensive line's been playing. I'm not sure if you saw, like, there was a tweet Nate Tice tweeted out of like a couple of the pockets that Stroud was operating out of, and like the best the Texans offensive line has been blocking all year, and that could be partially with the Colts defense being decimated in general. You lose Sauce Gardner in that game.
They also haven't had. I don't think they have Defoe right now either.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But regardless, I mean, you could do it against me and you, and I'd be impressed with the Texans' offensive line. That's where the bare level expectation is, right? And their defense is the best in the league. Like, Derek Stingley is the best corner in the league right now. Like, yeah, Pat Surtain, you are a stud. You are top 2. Derek Stingley's the number 1 corner in the league right now.
Yeah. What do you think of? Do we want to go Jennings here, or do we want to? I think Jennings makes sense. What we could do is take Jennings or B-Rob here, and we could take a one-on box receiver still if we wanted to take Evans or Godwin still.
Let's go Jennings first. I like that, and then we can go B-Rob. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I think it's probably getting the Bucky piece through for 2 games, and then if we have B-Rob as our 3rd running back, that would probably make sense. But like I said, I think if we're worried about not advance, I think between Bucky and James Cook, we'll be fine in the early rounds at running back. I'd almost be more down to take another receiver, whether it's another Bills receiver or we take Mike Evans or Chris Godwin.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Also, Jared, I will lose my mind if they lose 2 out of the next 5, because realistically, they lose more than one game, they are completely out of it. And even if they lose one time, it's going to be tough to make it.
Yeah,
like, that's just the honest truth of the NFC.
We take the stone 0 Brandon Ayuk.
I'd rather mutilate.
Does he not, like, how do you not come back if they're in the playoffs?
You're not. He's not accepted in the locker room. It's as simple as he's not accepted in the locker room. It just doesn't
make any. I'm not saying he's actually going to do it. He's probably not. I'm just saying why is this happening like the way it is? Like, why is he being so petty?
So I would get him blood tested in case there is any type of genetic relation to Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I mean, we all know he's got DNA shared with Mike Tomlin. So
yeah, I mean, apparently Tom Brady has shared his own DNA as well.
Facts.
You hear that, Joe? Like apparently, they're cloning and shit. He cloned his dog.
He cloned his dog. Okay, so what do you want to do here? Do we want to go Brian Robinson or do we want to go Mike Evans, Chris Godwin?
Knowing we have 2 running backs, I think I like B-Rob the most here.
We have 2 running backs, but it's Cook and Irving. I think we're fine in the early rounds. And if Buffalo were a Super Bowl team, I think
Evans.
B-Rob would give us out to a San Francisco Super Bowl. We got the receivers.
We already have out to a San Francisco Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Good point.
All right.
Yeah, this gives us a second out to a different Super Bowl matchup. And I mean, Bucks and fucking 49ers would be a wild NFC championship pull, because like I can't imagine many people are stacking those 2 teams.
With that being said, we do have to wrap up because I have a sweat.
Yes, I too have a sweat. I need 8.5 points in my home league from Tyrone Tracy. And next week, if that happens, I will be playing for a bye. And if it doesn't happen, I will be playing for my playoff life if I don't get it tonight. So we are in it's a big, crucial sweat tonight for me. It could literally result in me missing the playoffs or getting a bye. But yes, we will wrap it up. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Peace out. We'll talk to you soon.